Hey guys, morning. Um, well, technically, this was originally filmed last night. This is take three because I'm still getting used to Zoom and how to do the share screen stuff. But I hope that this works today. Not very recorded, but for those of you who've already watched, you could feel free to watch again. But there's probably going to be some similar information here. Just said slightly different and shown in a different way. Well, anyways, welcome to On the Front Porch with Melody. This is just my space, our space to kind of just chat. For me, I use this almost like a journaling out loud type of thing. Um, and it allows me a place where I can share my thoughts, things that are going on in my life, things I'm learning about, thinking about, or sometimes having heart to hearts with you guys. So it could be just completely random. But anyway, for today, the topic is Queen Elizabeth's secret code. I want to share Queen Elizabeth. Here's her picture here. Okay, so Queen Elizabeth, I'm really fascinated by her. Not necessarily like the whole monarchy, but just her herself, because I love her style. Check it out. She usually has her cute hat going on, like this, beautiful hat there. She has a brooch usually. Usually has a very like prim and proper overcoat, her gloves, and a handbag. Let me just show you more pictures of just her style. Look at her. She's definitely ready for a magazine, you know? I just love that raincoat, that overcoat. She got her hat there still. Her umbrella's awesome. And see, she matches. She has her purple coat, so then she has to have her purple umbrella. Her pink one, so she has her pink umbrella. But something that you'll notice that is super fascinating is that in every photo, you'll usually see her that she's carrying her handbag. And it's this black handbag. And so, I just thought I would talk about it because there's actually a secret code for that handbag. The handbag is from a designer, I believe it's pronounced Launer, Launer. So the designer, Sam Launer, had sent her a bag one day. She loved it and now has over 200 of them, but had asked for them to be customized so that there's a longer handle so that it's easier for her to wear on her arm. And so, she can shake hands and maneuver about. Yeah, so anyway, it's usually like this black bag, very similar style. She's not like me. Sometimes if I know I like something, I'll just buy a couple of them, especially if it's reasonably or cheap or like on sale. Buy a couple of them so that when I run them through, they can go out the window and I have a new one that looks the same. Because when I find something I like, I usually really like it. It's like these boat shoes that I would buy. My dad and I would go we go every Thanksgiving to the outlets just to walk around and be in the atmosphere, because it looks like it's daytime, but it'll be like at midnight or early in the morning. And anyway, I would always buy the same boat shoes because every year they would go from 150 to $25. So every year I get a new one, but last year the store had closed, so I guess I have to cherish the last pair I have. Anyways, back to Queen Elizabeth. So I wanted to share with you guys just like about this bag. So basically, depending on what she does with her handbag, she's sending a signal to her staff members. And I was like, what? Seriously? Okay, and so some historians have, made note of this. And so I was like, okay, I have to share it with you guys because it's so interesting. So apparently, she usually carries her handbag on her left arm, but if she feels like she wants to kind of politely get out of the conversation she's in, she'll move her handbag over to her right arm. And so when a staff member sees that she has it on her right arm, that staff member will come over and politely speak to the person she's talking to and say something like, "Oh, sir, the Archbishop of Canterbury would really love to meet you," and then would escort that person away so that the queen is free. um, so that's left to right usually. Another thing that she does with her handbag is if she is at a dinner and she puts her handbag on the table, it's telling her staff, "Hey, 5 minutes. This dinner needs to be over in 5 minutes." Okay, so she puts her handbag on the table. Um, Also, another thing she does is with this handbag, if she puts her handbag on the floor, it means she's like bored of the conversation or of what's going on. She's kind of like just done with it. And so once again, the staff member needs to come in and help swoop over and come to her rescue. So isn't that interesting? Her secret code. And so, I'm just thinking, like, do you guys have any secret codes that you use with your friends or family? I know with my brother, we would have the secret code when our dad or someone would do something. We would look at each other, and it's like, sibling secret code, I think, is always there, but we'd go like this. Or also for me, a secret code with some of my friends is if they or I forget someone's name when they come up, "Hey, Melody!" Usually I would find a way to introduce them to each other and basically make it so that they would have to say each other's names. Another thing that we used to do in when I'm like with a group and there's like a bunch of girls and there's guys, and the girls sometimes they feel uncomfortable around the guys because they get I don't know, this like weird feeling or whatever it is. So we would give a secret code, and when another girl would see that you're giving that code, she would automatically come over and either join the conversation to keep you company or help bring you out of it. But do you have any secret codes? If so, I'd be very interested in hearing about it. So feel free to share it in the comment section or message me about it. But ready? Pop quiz, guys. Okay, so I want to see if you remember what her secret codes are. So here we go. I'm going to show you one and you let me know what it means. All right, this one. What does that mean? Bag is on the floor, everyone. Bag is on the floor. It means I'm bored or tired of this conversation or of what's going on. So come save me, right? All right, next one. Bag is on the left arm. What does that mean? She's okay. As you can see, the person who she's meeting right now is giving a very awkward handshake. So I thought it was funny because in the next picture, it's like, uh-oh, everybody, attention. The bag has moved to the right arm. What does that mean, guys? Alert, alert, staff, come help her. Come save her. Come get her out of this. Oh, she still has the bag in her right arm. Can somebody come help her? She's like, no one's coming. I'm making a run for it. Just kidding. It's a different dress, a different day, but she does have it in her right arm, and you can see she's trying to get away from that conversation. But let's see what else we have here. Okay, so another thing that people are curious about is what is in that handbag. And even that's her husband, Prince Charles. Oh, okay. My friend told me that I need to make sure that you all know this, but her husband, Prince Philip, is still alive. The Queen was 26 when she became the Queen, and she married Prince Philip at like age 21 or something like that. Queen Elizabeth is still alive, and she's has been the Queen for 67 years. I think it's 68 this year. But they have been married for over 70 years because she's currently 93 and he is 98. Okay. But it's so cool that, they have been married this long. They still love each other. But yeah, he is still alive. Okay. Anyway, so what's in the Queen's handbag? So apparently she tends to keep the same things in there similar things. So she always carries a fountain pen, and I love that because I personally love fountain pens. I have a habit of losing them or misplacing them and then finding them much later. But I do love fountain pens. I'm just old school. I feel like I'm an old soul a lot of times. Maybe I should carry a handbag, but I actually don't like carrying bags because I like to keep my hands free. I usually put things in my pockets, or you'll see me with my cool like shoulder sling. I have two of them that I really love. One was a prototype from Hong Kong. Another one I had since middle school, actually. Anyway, so she carries them since carries a fountain pen, but she also carries like lipstick and a compact, is what I've been told. Um, and it's because she takes a lot of pictures, so she has to touch up every now and then. But also, I really love that she carries lozenges. I think it's so important to carry lozenges. Earlier, for the first take, second take, I was showing like I had a whole pile of lozenges. My favorite ones are Ricola. Sorry, they're upstairs. I'm downstairs right now, but it was Ricola. I love the original flavor. I eat them like they're candy. And so they're very dangerous for me because they just taste so good to me. But I read one day on the back of the package, always read packaging, folks. It says that you're only supposed to eat them, eat two every 2 hours. And I was like, I've been eating them like once I'm done, like just keep going. So anyway, just note to that. But she always carries lozenges. They're great for your throat, especially when you have to talk to a lot of people, and they're just tasty. But she also carries like a comb and I think, what else does she carry? Oh, she carries little trinkets and like Lucky Charms, I guess. Things from her grandkids and her great grandbabies, photos of her family sometimes. And also, she doesn't usually carry money, but she does carry it on Sundays for church. So she'll pop it into the donation bag or box. So that is the queen. She's really, she makes me laugh because she's just so cool. She's so interesting. I love her style. But yeah, so I guess I'm going to start ending it here. But, like Queen Elizabeth, there's so much to her. I'm just fascinated by history personally. Right now, you can see I'm in Buckingham Palace, just hanging out, waiting for her to come out. But when she does come out, you have to wonder, um, you know, pay attention, like pay super attention to that bag. Where is that bag going? Because that'll be a telltale of how your conversation with her is going and how things are going for her. But also, I just think it's funny. This picture cracks me up, but careful. You just don't know what she's gonna do. This picture cracks me up because, like, as you can see, she's, about to put her bag down on the floor, and that look just says it all to me. It's like, okay, I'm done. But anyway, this picture, I just want to send you off with this picture because, if you ever meet the queen, watch out. She's coming for you with that bag. Well, anyways, thanks for tuning in. For some of you guys, this may be the third time you've watched it, but thanks for tuning in. This is On the Front Porch with Melody. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, questions you want me to answer about myself, about things that you're wondering about, let me know. This is just a place for us to have open conversation. Being on the front porch, you have heart to hearts or share random things, and this was a random fact for you. So, I hope that you are staying safe, staying healthy, enjoy your time with your family and others. For me, I love finding out information. That's why I looked up all this information on Queen Elizabeth, because I had heard this somewhere and I was like, oh my gosh, is that true? And so I realized, like, I actually really love finding out information about anything. And when I find something interesting, I like have to go at it. I just start looking up as much information as I can. And I guess that's why people call me like a human trivia, because I know a lot of random facts. And I figure, hey, I should share it with other people instead of keeping it up in my head. because they're interesting. But yeah, it makes sense why I'm in research for my job. I work at UCSF for clinical research with cancer. But I just love getting information into my brain. And also, I love sharing it with you guys. So, anything you guys are interested or want me to learn about, let me know. But thanks for tuning in. Once again, stay healthy, stay safe, and God bless y'all. Bye.